Hello everyone, my name is Jean and welcome back to my channel. Today we are not building in my old zoo that I was renovating. Yeah, as you can tell, it's been a while since I last uploaded and I currently don't have the urge to build for the renovation anymore. But instead, yesterday was the announcement of the tropical pack, and actually that brought me back to Planet Zoo because I was stuck in Sims 3, so but yeah, my game kept crashing. Sims 3, my Sims 3 game, and yeah, so it wasn't really that much fun. And then the tropical pack got announced and I am hooked. I'm really hooked, and because of that I thought, let's make my first tropical zoo. I know I made a tropical zoo before, but I also know this one was more of like, I need to open a tropical zoo to get the Steam achievement of building a zoo in every biome, and then I closed the zoo again, so not really much of building there. Yeah, so this is going to be my first zoo that really is set in the tropical, and I thought of this as a zoo in Australia. I'm not going to, or I say this now, so don't judge me if I change my mind, but as of now I'm not going to include the Australian zoo from the urban family, because frankly I don't know much about this zoo other than the Crocoseum, and I don't want to build that because I think it's great for showing the animals and what they can do, but it's so ugly. I don't like this. But in general, I'm someone who's more inclined to like habitats if I don't see that they are habitats. So this is also something that is going through all of my habitats that I built. I like them most if you can't see the barriers, if the barriers are so hidden. Or what I did when I first began building, I made the habitats with the null barriers, and then I just did some rocks where in real life something like a lion could jump off of that and would be free, but in game the lion can jump, so they can jump, but they can't jump over that stone, and so it was fine for me. I'm not doing that anymore, but just to give you kind of a perspective what I used to do and what I like to build. So the Crocoseum is not really for me, and I don't know anything else about the Australian zoo, so yeah. Let's get back to what we are building, or what I am building right now, because I thought, or I had this idea in mind. You come into the plaza area before the entrance and you have like one building, but it's kind of two buildings. You can see it already. I am building for the one house, and in the middle you can just go through and enter into the zoo, but on the left and on the right you can also see in two habitats. And I thought this would be kind of cool, like you don't have to buy a ticket to see animals, because these two you can see without buying a ticket. But yeah, it's also something my zoo does with guinea pigs. Okay, granted, guinea pigs, and I am building for meerkats, if I didn't say that before, or if you didn't see it in the thumbnail, I'm building for meerkats. So yeah, we don't have it with meerkats, but we don't have guinea pigs in the game, so yeah, I just thought this would be a cool idea. And I also tried, or had the idea, when you walk to the meerkat, I later will call it Meerkat Panorama, because I didn't have a better name. So if you have a better name suggestion for the viewing area before you buy a ticket, just tell me. So if you look from the side where you don't have to buy a ticket, which would be the glass front, you shouldn't be able to see the path where you could go underneath. That's why I lowered the terrain a bit so that I could achieve that effect. I later discovered that I didn't achieve that effect with the amount of terrain that I lowered, and yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but I was kind of nervous because the video just stopped there for a minute, but it's going again, so I'm just going to leave it in there. So after I discovered that it's not enough that I load the terrain, as you can see, I did it with rocks, and then I found out that the rocks that were previously there are also not enough, so I made it higher and higher and higher. Yeah, and now I've got a little bit of a problem finding the right color. I knew, and there it is already, I knew I had these pre-made rocks, aquatic rocks, where someone made them in every color for the natural rocks so it matches, so yeah, that's also what I did. And yeah, what else can I say? Oh yeah, so about the zoo in general, I had the idea to make it a tropical zoo, but as you can see, we're building for meerkats, which are not particularly a tropical kind of animal, more like desert. And that is the reason why they have these whole indoor area. So at first I wanted to make this building, this habitat, only indoors, because I just thought it wouldn't make it wouldn't make much sense for it to be. At first I wanted to make this habitat only indoor, but I mean, it wouldn't make much sense to have meerkats that normally live in the desert or grassland or something like that to go and go around in the tropical area. So that was my first plan, but as you can see, we have a little bit of an outdoor area, because then I thought, why wouldn't the meerkat be able to go outside if it's more humid? I guess it's the right way to say this. So if it's more humid than in their natural habitat, why shouldn't they be able to go there? Like, would this be something that's really bad for them? And I don't know if that's true, but for me, I would suggest it's not that much of a hassle for them, so I just built a tiny bit of an outdoor area. And I also had the problem that, for my liking, the habitat was too small, so I needed extra space, and I didn't want to make the habitat indoor bigger, because I liked the space, I liked the way you can go through not through the habitat, but at the habitat, and yeah, so outdoor area it is. Yeah, and I also used a stone wall that I made in another zoo, so yeah, shame on me, I didn't build a new one, but it's for me. I built this and I just changed the plan so that it would fit appropriately to the tropical biome. I also would like to say that I am trying, it's the first zoo where I'm trying this, so let's hope it's not that big of a fiasco. I am trying to build within the same biome that we are in, so I don't want to make desert plants outside because we're in the tropical biome in Australia, so that wouldn't make much sense. But every tropical plant from Africa or South America would be able, not in my experience, because I don't have much experience with plants that are okay, I have a few houseplants, and houseplants are most of the time tropical plants, so yeah, okay, in my experience, let's just say it like that, in my experience, you can have them all under similar circumstances and they would just grow. So for this zoo, this means all tropical plants are allowed outside, and inside are also tropical plants allowed. The only thing where they aren't allowed is when I make this a themed house, like in this case it's kind of deserty house. So indoor are only desert and grassland plants, and yeah, this is what I am trying to do. And I'm also going, I mean, that is sort of kind of semi-realistic way to play the game. And then I'm also trying, and I will warn you now, I think this will be something I will include now and will get less and less the more I build, because I know in the last zoo where I tried this, it's going to fade away. So I'm trying to build semi-realistic with the way you can see where the animals are housed if you, as a visitor, are not there. So you could see me a few seconds before building a holding area with like metal pieces and with a swinging door, I think these things are called. So I know that they are, that in zoos they use these kind of doors for animals that are not really that dangerous, and so I just tried to make this also. And yeah, now we are already quite finished, and I'm not that good at making houses from the inside, like the furniture or interior look that good. So I think maybe when I am better at these things I will go back and edit a few things, but for now this is more or less all that goes inside. And all these decoys I'm currently placing everywhere, I delete them. Yeah, here you have them deleted, because I don't think they look so good. I don't like it when the zoo looks like a really old zoo. I don't like this. But yeah, at first in my mind it was kind of an old zoo, and now I'm just like, I don't like how these look, the decoys, so I'm not gonna do this. So, and now we are already in the cinematics. Yeah, I hope you liked this video, and I hope we will see each other in the next one, in the next episode, and until then, bye!